Hi, this is Shudipto, and a warm welcome to all of you to this discussion of ours today. Apologies first, this recording could well have been far better, but for the COVID situation. So we have to make do with what we have, sitting at the safety of our home. Let me introduce myself first, especially for those who don't know me. I am Shudipto Shinghara. I am an assistant teacher in a government-sponsored higher secondary school. I'm an independent researcher too. British Council awarded me LTRAP in 2014-15. CCRT, under the aegis of the Ministry of Human Resource Development, appointed me as the district resource person for Nodia. SCERT appointed me or nominated me as state resource person for the school leadership development project. I've worked with thousands of teachers in my career spanning over a period of 18 years from more than 20 states, different parts of India. I've been fortunate enough to work with Claire Cunningham from York St. John University, awarded Arms Award by British Council. I love language, cinema, and my students most. How to prepare well for the writing skill questions. In an examination, questions are set only to test and subsequently to evaluate the examinee's ability or proficiency regarding that particular question. The same is true about writing skill too. These questions seek to test one's ability to deliver some content in a particular form. For instance, a letter. A letter is a particular form of writing. Depending on the content and the person addressed to, the letter is addressed to, it could well be divided into two categories: personal letter and the formal letter. Again, a formal letter changes its form depending on the person that is addressed to, the content it has, and even the occasion. More than anything else, when the same letter is sent electronically, that is in the form of an email, to a certain degree, it changes its form. So form is very important. Even for a writing piece like paragraph, which is seemingly not so formal, also has its own formal requirements. Each and every paragraph has its beginning, middle, and end. For instance, a paragraph on the pandemic caused by COVID-19 should evoke at the beginning a sense of grim seriousness relating to the impending danger. Again, the same paragraph must end on a positive note, maybe with an eternal hope, maybe with a faith that we have on mankind's quest for knowledge, the faith that we have on mankind's application of the knowledge he has acquired to solve the issues, to solve the challenges that nature puts him into. Ultimately, it will end in a positive note, which is diametrically opposite to the tone that it began with. So this is its structural requirement. Again, for a newspaper report, the success of writing a good newspaper report lies in one's mastery of handling the reporting verb. But in case of a process writing, the requirement is totally different. then it is one's proficiency in handling the passive voice that does the trick. That is the most crucial of requirements. So what I mean to say is each and every piece of writing has its own demands, and in order to deliver a good writing piece, we have to understand and learn those tricks. I mean, there are some strategies at play. We have to master that. And in order to master those strategies, you have to go deep into the structural requirements of each and every formal writing. It is simple, but it's not easy. Neither has there ever been a template that fits all. It is your journey, your journey to the understanding of the formal requirements of each and every writing. But following some basic techniques within a couple of weeks, you can get your basics right and improve on that if you wish to improve. It is your journey. And in this journey of yours, I'll be there to show you the route map to success. I'll be there to help you whenever you are faced with a challenge, whenever you find yourself inadequate and or not up to the challenge. I'll be there with you. But it is your challenge ultimately. It is your journey ultimately. I'll be there to push you further, to make you walk the untrodden path. Happy journey. Now, how to follow these classes so as to develop your writing skill? Basically, our approach would be that of a master class. And since this video's duration should not exceed the time limit of 10 minutes or 15 minutes max to max, so within a particular session, it would neither be possible and not justified, even if we stretch the time limit, to complete the entire discussion, to have a very long session so as to look at different aspects of a particular form of writing. Basically, what we want to do is to uh, uh, break it into 3-4 sessions. In the first session, we will discuss about the basic requirements of a particular form of writing, the strategies involved there, the various components, and the interplay between the various components, and how to deal with each and every component, and what are the strategies that are essential to make a particular form of writing, that is, the writing in question, a brilliant one. So, in our first class, we will definitely discuss, we will definitely go deep into deep details of the components and how to emulate the strategies of the brilliant writers, how to emulate the strategies of the pieces that we consider to be a model one into our own writing. And that would be our first class. In the first class, as in the first session, we will have a rather generalized view along with a lot of scaffolding in handle how to handle various components in a meaningful way. So, and after the first session, we will have a task. We will have a task in the form of a complete piece of that particular sort of writing, for instance, a letter. So the task would be to write a letter. And in the subsequent classes, in the second session, in the third session, and if there is any need for a fourth session, we will discuss about particular components. What are the available strategies? How to make that writing a better one when you are writing in a better way, and how to make it a brilliant one. So these are the steps involved there. So, and after each of those sessions, you are supposed to rather go back to the task that you have already done, go back to the writing you have already completed in order to have a re-look at it, in order to reconsider it, and finally to redraft it, keeping in mind what you will learn in the second or third or fourth class. And when the final session is over, now you are having a piece of writing that you did only after the first session, and you have redone it. You have recomposed it, you redrafted it twice or thrice. Now you have a writing. So now it's your job to submit it. How to submit it? We haven't decided yet. So we will definitely let you know. We will plan our future actions only after we can have a look at your development, what you have achieved through this period of 2-3 sessions. So that's how we have planned, and hopefully it will be really very beneficial for all of you. Thank you.